Hello everybody and welcome to this open web meeting. Today we will discover relevant partners in Agile Production. You will get to know their solutions and their new revenue models in the Industry 4.0 revolution. So today, what is the goal of the DIH Square initiative? I would like to introduce you very fast for the ones that do not know yet this initiative. So first we can say that we aim at supporting the strength of Europe in robotics, and we can do that with a strong positioning of European players, not only large corporations, but as well SMEs. So how can we do that? We especially address three major points in supporting SMEs to get a strong positioning in adapting robotics. And as you can see here is targeting the right application, targeting and using the best technologies, and adapting the right businesses and revenue models. DIH Square has received the support of the European Commission to support SMEs to enter into Agile Production and to develop competitive advantages. We know that this requires specific resources and competencies to enter into that game, and this is the reason why DIH Square will also financially support you not only in finding the right partners, but also funding you with up to 248K for collaboration among 2 to 3 partners. This program, as you may know, will run for 10 months to develop technology from TRL 5 to TRL 7, and 26 projects will be supported, 13 for each call. Hello everybody, my name is Ermira Vodo. I'm Open Innovation Project Manager at Blumorpho, and I'm here today with Ioan Boa, Innovation Developer at Blumorpho.
Hello everybody.
Hello Ioan. So just to give you in a glance the process of this open call and where we are now. The first stage of the open call was closed on October 31st. We are currently in the matchmaking process that started the 1st of November. And on December 3rd was launched the second stage of the open call, where you need to create consortia with 2 to 3 partners with a minimum 1 end user and 1 technology provider. So our goal today in this open web meeting is to support you to prepare phase 2 in DIH Square. Some of you have already applied in phase 1. Now you will have to build the consortium to enter the phase 2. To give you a first look to the agenda, we will discuss why Agile Production, and we will introduce you potential partners for collaboration like Composites, PowerUp, Easybut, and Demcon Industrial Technologies. At the end, we will give you a few useful links and information of what to do next, and we will end it with a Q&A session. So please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask your questions in the question box. It is my pleasure to introduce you our speakers. We are here with the CEO of Composites, Pravin, the CEO of PowerUp, Jocelyn. I will introduce you Ivan, the CEO of Easybut. Today he could not be here, so Ioan will introduce the solution of Easybut, and after you can be in direct contact with Ivan. And finally, I am here with Edwin from Demcon Industrial Systems, business developer of this company. The future of manufacturing is driven by new business models. We have discussed about the different business models in our previous webinars. Today, we would like to give more space and time to our speakers, so we will not discuss a lot about this topic. So I would really like you to reach us back if you are interested in having the presentation. But just in a glance, what is a business model and what are the differences? We can have a look here that the business model describes the way a company generates, delivers, and captures value for itself as well as for its customers. And the revenue model is a subset component of a business model. As you can see here as well, we have given a few examples of revenue models, like anything as a service, like the infrastructure, platform, and software as a service, and the smart factory as a service. If you want to know more, please contact us, and we will be very glad to send you the presentation or to have a more in-depth discussion about that. So we really like to share this definition of Agile Production with you. To be agile is to have the capability to survive and prosper in conditions of unpredictable change by reacting quickly and effectively to changing markets. One of the keys also to survive is to benefit from the best ecosystem. That we are very glad to introduce to our speakers that are part of the DIH Square ecosystem that we encourage you to join. We will start with Composites. Hello, we are here with Pravin from the CEO of Composites. Hello, Pravin.
Hey, Mira. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. So at Composites, it's a new small company. I've been like about 2 years old now from Finland. What we work with is advanced manufacturing in fiber reinforced plastics. So one of the best additive manufacturing method is to reinforce your plastic with the continuous fibers, and for that it has been developed for aerospace industry for way too long, since 1960s. But there's a major problem with this type of manufacturing method is that currently available automated manufacturing solutions cost about 500,000 to 2 million euros to get them running and installed at any manufacturing facility or any technical centers. And that is the problem that we want to solve. And the solution that we came up with is we have created a plug and play system that is available at 1/10 of the any available system prices, and can be very rapidly mounted onto any available existing robotic arm. So be it KUKA, ABB, Fanuc, or Universal Robot. Because the tool head is such lightweight, it is compatible with most of the available smaller or bigger industrial robotic arms, and this enables very rapid manufacturing capability building for advanced manufacturing, especially in the field of aerospace, which is now trickling down to automotive as well as to sports and marine manufacturing because of the advent of the 3D printing. And that's where our solution is really targeted to. So how the overall system works is that you just get the tool head with complete controls set up. You just plug it into the existing robot. You use the offline programming software that comes with it. You just run directly as you would be running any KUKA robot or any ABB robot, and then it starts to do the production for you right away. It's almost like given the most advanced manufacturing technique to you just in very simple steps. And what this enables is that you can have the system at your facility just by monthly rental. So as Mira was mentioning about the business models, what business model we work on is basically machine as a service. So that this tool head along with the controller and software can be shipped to your doorstep. What you would get on your doorstep is basically the tool head, the software, and the control box put together, and we ship it to you with an instructional video that once you read through it, you can actually just install it yourself and just run through with it, and you have now the capability to produce carbon fiber reinforced plastics or glass fiber reinforced plastic at your own facility at basically about 2,000 euro per month cost, which is very reasonable to start with. So once you got the system available at your facility, you would be able to work on projects that are focusing on aerospace, automotive, marine, and sports industry. Any of these use cases is what we are looking for. Any end user that is use cases which are concerning and want to use this new material, as this tool head can take in also not only carbon fiber but glass fiber, natural fiber tapes as input to produce parts. It has endless application with sustainable manufacturing and also with for hybrid manufacturing. So now what is our goal with this call is to find the suitable partner who would like to use us as a supplier, and also we can work with them to develop the application. Certainly we already have our system installed in Netherlands, France, and in US, so it's already in use. So you're most and welcome to ask for more information from us. You can reach out directly to me,
Thank you very much, Praveen. It was very interesting. And we pass now to the next, PowerUp. So I am here with Jocelyn, the CEO of PowerUp.
Hello. Thank you, Mira. So I'm together with Arnaud Delay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Arnaud.
Okay. So PowerUp is a new company for now 2 years. We are 15 people. We have 3 PhD in chemistry, electrochemistry for the batteries, and different engineers also for hard and soft. So today, globally, we are doing globally 20 million batteries per day, and there is a growth rate of 20% per year. And the fact is that today we are not even using half of the lifetime capacity of the battery. It's just because we don't charge the battery properly, and the battery don't die. It's just that we kill the battery when we charge it. So we are working on this situation of today.
So batteries are in fact chemical components, and so that means that they are going to react like the human body. That means their performance are going to change all over the time according to many parameters. As example, temperature, the age, state of health, all the different disease, all the different aging mechanism. And to give you an example, in robotic applications, batteries are going to be submitted to rest period, intensive cycling, and also high charge current. And all these parameters are going to affect the lifetime of batteries. And in fact, to improve this lifetime, we need to charge differently the battery according to all these parameters. So PowerUp is a spin-off of CL10. It's a French R&D institute working on battery fields since more than 10 years now. And in fact, they develop a unique understanding of the aging of the batteries. And we have an agreement with them, a license agreement, based on 7 patents introduced on the project we are going to present you.
So what we do first with the battery, the first things we need to do when we have a battery is to understand the state of health of the battery. Because when we understand the state of health, we can understand how to charge in a proper way. So the first things to do is that, it's to really understand the state of health, and which is so difficult to do with the battery, a lithium battery. There is some easy way that you can charge and discharge completely the battery to understand the state of health, but most of the times you don't have an opportunity to do that. So with a partial charge, we can understand the state of health. When we have the state of health, we can do a customized diet charge. So it means that we're gonna pilot the current of the battery depending on the state of health, depending on the temperature, and depending on the usage you're gonna do. And all of this information will go to the cloud, to an interface that the customer can understand what is the state of health, state of charge of the battery, all over the life of the battery, and make some predictive maintenance if necessary. So by doing a proper charge, we can double the lifetime of the battery. And for that, we have 7 patents which have been developed with the CEA. So we have 3 products. The first one is what we call the tag. A tag is a sensor that's going to help us to understand and to record all the different state of health of the battery and get a full traceability of the battery. After we have a charger, it's not an AC-DC charger. We are just focusing on a DC-DC part to make the diagnostic for the state of health and to make individual charge all over the time to the battery. And the third tool we have, it's an interface to see for the customers predictive maintenance or detection of any disease going on the battery. Just to say thank you, and if you have further question, we will enjoy to participate to different meeting or to see face to face when you want. We are based in Paris and in Chambéry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jocelyn and Arnaud. The next one will be Easybut, and will be Johan that will present it. Hello, Johan.
Hello again, everybody. So Thank you for this time to present Easybut. So as you have understood, I'm not working for Easybut currently, but I will introduce you the company. Okay, we are going to speak about Easybut and the robotic solution that they are providing. So in few words, here Easybut is a expert company specialized in robotics, and they as you can see on the screen, they have various experts in this area. The unique Easybut, we can define them as the unique robotic solution reproducing human gesture. That is the definition of Easybut. And here on the screen, you can see a picture of the product. Okay, let's go to have more detail about Easybut solution. So you have to keep in mind that Easybut is a disruptive solution for robotic. And we can say this because Easybut has developed a solution. In fact, they didn't convert a robotic arm into a cobot. They have worked from scratch to develop a cobot, and then with the most important point was to make the smoothest movement for the cobot. That's the idea. So how they achieve this? In fact, the first point is they don't bring more sensor to the robot. That's the idea. So they don't have a feedback loop to control the movement of the robot. In fact, they are controlling the movement on the model, on the motor model. So that's the strength of Easybut. And when they have created the solution, Easybut has keep in mind few key points. The first one is the idea is to make a tool that could be used by operators. That's the idea. So it's a tool working with the operator inside the workshop. So at the end, the Easybut solution is something very versatile, and you can use it during your operation on one task on the morning, and you can move to another job, and you can make another task with this cobot. That's the idea. It's a tool that is going to help the operator in their task. So to make this, they have make a robot really easy and fast to deploy. They have make a robot able to work with the operator for making task prioritization. And as I told you, it's something very easy to move on the workshop. So it's something very easy in terms of mobility. So here are some example of use case of this cobot. So I would say it's currently, as the company is quite young and on the use of this cobot, they are focused on the first use case. It was to work on the surface finishing. And here on the screen, you can see various examples of surface finishing like sanding, grinding. And here you can see some example of use. Some force assistance, cobot replaying the same human gesture. So once the cobot is going to record the human gesture and is going to replay at the identical way what he has learned. Okay. So as you can see, the robot is really easy interface with only few buttons close to the operator. So that is going to make this cobot really easy to use and with a good interaction with the operator. Few words about other kind of use case. So in terms of load, is able to lift until 35 kilograms. And still in surface, they are currently working on surface treatment or inspection. Kind of, for example, inspection could be non-destructive testing. Even if the company is quite young, only a few years ago, they have already some good tracks in terms of collaboration. And here you can see some example of company currently using the cobot solution. So mainly in automotive, in train and the aeronautic approach domain. Okay, so that was a short presentation about Easybut. So if you have any question, do not hesitate to ask the question in the question box. Of course, you can also send an email directly to Ivan Mason.
Thank you very much, Johan. Okay, so our fourth and last speaker is Edwin from Demcon Industrial Systems. Hello, Edwin.
Okay, everyone. My name's Edwin Gerritsen. I'm with Demcon. We are a high-end technology supplier of bespoke products and systems. And I'm happy to share our plans in this session and hopefully to find a manufacturing partner to set up a project with. Okay, so we want to develop, create, and test a highly functional smart machine platform. The platform will facilitate the most common smart industry features in combination with robotic automated functions. So imagine having an automation base like the system you see here on the right hand side, and have your own individual production process taking place over there. So if you have like an existing production process where you do manual or semi-manual steps, for example, assembly steps like welding, gluing, mounting, folding, screwing. If you have marking steps, if you do pick and place or need to do pick and place on a very high accurate way, or if you need to do product finishing like lathing and grinding or any electrical chemical machining. These are all examples of processes that could be processed over there. You can also think about certain inspection steps, measuring steps, taking samples, applying machine vision or sensors to help you to benefit from the technology that is available today. So this platform will then serve as a starting point for automation at small and medium enterprises that are producing goods. And the benefits are that once this platform has been developed, that it's then very easy to connect it to your internal business infrastructure. It will be very accessible for you to use this. Lead time will be very short, and because the development is already done, it will also be can be offered at a much lower price point. These days, it can still be quite expensive for small companies to start using automated production technology. So on the next slide, you will see a more conceptual impression of how this could look like. We foresee a system that is very easy to reconfigure. So this will allow you to do low volume, high flexible production batches if needed. We also envision that it will be very modular and scalable, so that it can grow with the product demand of your business. Of course, it needs to be connectable to your business infrastructure or beyond. And we can also imagine to make this automation platform available as a machine, as a service system. So if you are producing products today, and if you want to make the next step in automation, then please get in touch with me to see if we can work out a project. So to give you a little bit an idea of the company I work for and what type of projects we've done before, I would like to share a reference project with you. We've last year we've worked closely with a manufacturing company that moved from a semi-manual process to a fully automated process to produce medical gauzes. So these are pleated, plissé medical gauzes, and they are produced from a laminated aluminium foil and a nylon fabric. So the background of the product is that it's used to transport small islands of skin, 3 by 3 millimeter skin islands, and they are put on the medical plissé gauzes, and they are used to transport skin from a donor patient to from a donor to a patient. So to develop this, we had to after the concept generation, we did a proof of concept where we tested our concept to make sure that it would actually work with the required accuracy. So the steps like laminating and cutting and folding have been tested, and after that the complete machine was developed. So the smart machine base that we want to develop with you as a manufacturing partner will be a further development of a system like this that is more open to generic use. So, a little bit more about our company is on the next slide. So we are a technology supplier. We've been around since more than 2 decades. We are active in 4 key market segments. We originally started in the high tech, where we develop bespoke systems that are supplied to, for instance, the semicon markets. Examples include like the development of a very precise wafer positioning module. We also do development of medical systems. An example here would be a system to heat up blood bags to body temperature for use in hospitals. We are active in the focal optomechatronical field, so that's everything that has to do with manipulation of light. Example here would be a laser satellite communication systems. We develop robotic systems, so unmanned autonomous systems, and I myself I'm active in the industrial systems area. So, and this is where we want to develop our innovative production platform that can be used by a wide range of manufacturing companies in a very accessible way. And I think that's it. So my contact details are on the next slide. Hopefully you have plans to automate your production. If you want to do that in a very smart and cost-effective way, then please get in touch with me and see if we can work out to really get this project from the ground and make that accessible for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edwin. I would like to give you a few contact details. So what to do next? The next steps are on the second phase of the DIH Square open call. You can find our guide for applicants and frequently asked questions in the first link. You can find the more information regarding the brokerage event based on your country in this link, in the second one. And if you have specific questions on the open call, do not hesitate to write an email to the help desk. As well, do not hesitate to follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube. And last but not least, here you have the link to apply to the open call. If you have any questions anyway, do not hesitate to reach us back. Here you have my contact details for more information. And now we have the Q&A session.
Okay, so Mira, So my first question, as Composite has left the meeting, I have one question. Is for PowerUp. So Arnaud, my question would be, which battery segment are you looking at for the moment? Is it consumer? As we have seen on the picture, it seems to be a double A, or is it commercial?
Yes, we are looking for a consumer, effectively, in a business-to-business model, B2B. We offer the solution mainly for industrial partners. So,
okay, understood. So it's just to summarize, it's a lithium-ion battery, and it's for industrial application. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I have another question. I have noticed in your presentation that with your solution, we are able to double the lifetime of the battery. How does it work? Clearly, on my side, if I have battery, I have a battery fleet. How does it work with your solution?
Yeah. This improvement of the light thanks to the dynamic charge. In fact, we are going to adapt the charge according to the condition, according to the state of health, and this is this dynamic charge that are going to maintain the performance all over the time. And effectively, in average, and we have some experiments to prove that, we multiply the lifetime power factor 2.
So I have also various questions for Easybut. The first one is about what is looking for Easybut. Currently, are they looking for integration to work with an integrator or someone like this? So to be transparent for Easybut, currently they are looking for new application and new use case of use of this equipment. Currently, the surface treatment and surface measurement and this kind of application are already developed, and they are working to improve the equipment and to develop the equipment on various use cases. That's the idea. So clearly, they are open to discuss with various companies that have idea to use this cobot and how to use this cobot in the industrial environment. Okay. And I have also a question for still for Easybut. It's about grinding and how the cobot is powerful, and if it's possible to use it on grinding of well. So I'm not really able to answer clearly on this question like this. I would say it is really able to replay the same gesture of the operator. So if you are applying a kind of force, and the cobot can sense this force, and it will be able to replay the same force. Another question, and this one is for Edwin from Dencom.
Yes.
So the question is, as I understand, your company is you have a deep knowledge of and the skill in producing equipment for the manufacturing, and currently on your project you are looking for use cases, some use cases that could be answering your challenge. You are looking for technical people able to give you some supply of equipment that could be used inside the equipment that you have described, or what you are looking for?
I'm primarily looking for manufacturing companies that want to make a step in automation their production. So what we typically do is we work with manufacturing companies and help them to automate production. So this could be like a very bespoke machine for a specific process. But what we want to achieve here is that we develop a platform that is more generic to make it more accessible for a wider range of manufacturing companies to benefit from the technology that's out there and lower the entry cost to use it.
Okay, understood. That's clear for me. And I have another question for Arno for PowerUp. So, what would be the typical scenario you would implement for the automotive industry? Is it an area that you are currently addressing?
Not really. We have a license agreement with CA excluding the electric mobility. We can address the mobility, but not the automotive with 4 wheels. We can say that.
Okay. Okay. So we could say that for industry, you could be able to address the forklift, for example.
Yes, forklift, exactly, and all the robotic applications as well.
AGV, this kind of equipment.
Yeah, very specific vehicles. Yes.
Okay, that's clear for me. So unless if someone else have some question in the chat box, do not hesitate to share your question. But for me, it's good. We have get all the questions. So I think it's finished on this side.
Thank you very much, Johan, and thank you very much to all our speakers. We will, to our speakers and to our audience, of course, I would like to remind you, because I saw a question regarding the series of our webinars. Our webinars are all different, meaning that in each webinar you will have different solutions. The next and the last one of the series will be the 15th of January, the same hour, and we will send you the registration link, so do not hesitate to register. We will follow up between today and tomorrow, and you will receive the presentations and the direct contacts of the speakers. Thank you very much and have a great day.